Welcome to our PL Possibility series. These videos have been created to assist teachers in improving their Canvas skills for the purposes of teaching and learning. This video is part of the Sequencing Learning playlist. An overview of the Sequencing Learning playlist is displayed on the screen. This video will focus on sequencing and learning through daily or weekly assignment tasks. As you can see, a course homepage will generally have a help and a guide to navigating work in this course. The teacher will then decide how and when the students will receive their work. They may decide that they will do it lesson by lesson, or they might do it week or fortnightly. In my class, I've decided to do a weekly discussion where students will see the work, discuss it with each other, and submit it back. In a class discussion, when students submit work back, everyone can see it. If you would like it to be more private, I would suggest adding an assignment. On my homepage, I've added in a link to discussions. This is in the middle of the page. Or, if students would like to, they can click on discussions on the left-hand side. In my discussions, you can see that I've pinned Do You Need Help to the top. If I would like my week 1 activities to also be pinned, I can drag them up into the pin section. You can also see that I'm working on the week 2 activities, but it's currently unpublished, so students would not be able to see it. At the end of week 1, I would like to ensure that my discussion is closed off. In this example here, I can click Edit on the discussion and close off the discussion on the due date that I prefer. This discussion will now only be available from May the 4th to May the 15th, and then after May the 15th, it'll be closed. On my discussions, you can now see that the date on my discussion closes at the 15th of May. Students will also see this. I'm now going to go to the homepage to check to see that students cannot access week 2 activities. On the homepage, I'm going to click Student View. I've now entered Student View on my course. You can tell this by the fact that there's a pink box around your screen. I'm going to click on Discussions to check to see what students can see. In my discussions, you can see that Do You Need Help and week 1 is pinned. By pinning a discussion at the top, it draws attention to the discussion. If I decided on my homepage to do daily work, I may decide to put a table on there of each day that the students will be doing work. I'm going to click Edit and show you how to do this. On my page, I put the cursor where I'd like the table. I then go to the table on the left-hand side and draw up how this will look. In this case, I'm only going to be giving work for 3 days of the week, so I'm going to draw a 3x2 table. I've entered the days of the week here. Now I'd like to make a new page of just Monday's work. On the right-hand side, I have a quick link to pages here. I can scroll down through the pages in my course, or I can link to a new page. Once I click the link to the new page, it asks me what I'd like to call it, and I'm going to put the date of next Monday. I'm now going to click Insert Link. You can see now there's a link to the Monday, the 11th of May. I now have 3 pages started for my work. I'm now going to click Save. On my homepage, you can see the dates are there, and when I click on it, it's going to create a new page for me. I now have a page for my students to put their instructions of their work. I would like to include my learning intentions, the lesson outline, and also a call to action that I'd like the students to do. Once I've entered my instructions, I'm going to scroll down and click Save and Publish to ensure that students can access. On my homepage, I now have links to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, I haven't published Wednesday or Friday yet because those lessons are yet to be undertaken. Students will only be able to see the Monday lesson that I've published. This is a way of controlling how students will access the work and when. Thank you for watching this PL Possibilities video. For further assistance, please contact curriculum@education.tas.gov.au.